Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead reading for May 31st through June 6th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. If this is about you and another person, this could resonate with their or your moon, rising, or Venus sign also. All right, Sagittarius, week ahead for Sagittarius, May 31st. Yay, winning. Six of Wands. All right. Two of Swords. Seven of Cups. Am I straight? Okay, I don't like it when I get crooked. Queen of Pentacles, that could be Capricorn. The Devil, that could be Capricorn. Knight of Swords, that could be Aquarius. Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so what do we got going on? How'd you get over there? Move over here, please. There we are. What, okay. So there's, okay. What's this Two of Swords? This Two of Swords. Judgment. All right. What's this Queen of Pentacles about? The Death card, that could be Scorpio. Are you, okay, what's this, let's see. What's this Devil card about? And that jumped. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. All right. Things have changed then. Whoopsie. So did you get laid off? Did you make the decision to leave and now you're stressed out about money, or okay, what are we going to do now? Because you decided to leave someplace, which looks like you made the right call because you were not happy there. So there's a lot of, so while there's a reprieve, it does look like there's a bit of concern about, okay, what to do for the future here, because if that was your income source, you know what I mean? You cut that off. Or this is about you not picking up any shifts. There's something about it being voluntary, like you just decided to not engage anymore. Maybe this is like a for hire type situation, like you're not putting yourself out there to be hired. But it feels like you're wanting to do something differently because it wasn't healthy for you. You didn't like the environment you were working in. So there's that. What's this Seven of Cups about? Seven of Cups. Having to make some decisions definitely about money. Three of Swords. All right. This Knight of Swords. That could be Aquarius. Knight of Swords. Was this issue connected to romance? Okay. This feels like, for the Sagittarians I'm reading for, this was a, there was also some kind of, part of what made it unhealthy was either the social or maybe there was romantic involvement at work, and it was just, you just decided, you know, I just need to I need to have done with the whole thing, because it's just made it weird. And it wasn't, you didn't really care for the place of work prior to some sort of social issue or romantic involvement, but it just kind of sealed the deal for you to give you the push you needed to walk away. So just saying. Oh, Seven of Cups twice here. Okay. Good for you. What's this Page of Pentacles? This Page of Pentacles. Good for you. Ace of Pentacles. Good for you. You did right. You should walk away. It wasn't good. And you know what? The way you left, and leaving was the best thing for you to do in this situation. You'd done your time there. It was not good. If this is only a relationship, it was time to end it. And there might be some concerns about security, and I'm not advocating for ending a relationship, but whatever situation you were in, you have already walked away, and this is the concerns you have about that now that you've walked away. Like, what does it mean? Am I going to be okay? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're going to have to start small somewhere else, though. And it looks like this is the week that you're figuring out where to start small again. So also, okay, so there's like two relationships here. it feels like there's two relationships going on here. There's something that at work that was just like there was discord, and there was something going on there socially or romantically at work, and you just want to be done with the whole thing. You're looking for other jobs. You will have help. This is not a week you're going to hear anything, but rather you putting yourself back out there, like networking or applying for jobs. And then we also have another relationship that's kind of in the background. So that's interesting. And it might be because this is the week of you really, there's a lot of mental energy, a lot of busyness, because you're not at that job anymore. You've walked away. You're like, I've had it, enough. I've had it. And I think you feel like it was the right thing to do, and it was worth doing it, even though you have these concerns about, okay, where's money going to come from now? What am I going to do for work? You're still feeling like you're better for it, and you're right. Are you going to be affected by this? Yes, but this is also pushing you in a new direction. So, which is leading to stability and better choices, better situation, better everything. So that while leaving there might have been kind of bittersweet and like, I don't know what to do. Yes, you do, and you did, and it's good that you do it, because there's better for you coming. So whether this is work, which I feel like it is, or romance, which I don't feel like it is, I just feel like there's a romantic situation for you in the background. It could be that you two are just friends right now, but it's not featuring strongly for the week. You going through the motions of abruptly leaving a job and kind of going through the motions with that. That's what's taking precedence this week. It needed to happen. You did the right thing. But it's almost like not the aftermath, but this is you kind of going through the motions emotionally, especially with that. Did I do the right decision? Oh my gosh, and this and the back and forth. And again, you will have help, and there will be, there's a new direction, if you don't know it already, coming. But it feels like this was a bittersweet ending for you. But its time had come, and that's that. Onward. All right. And again, romantically, it feels like that's just going to stay in the background this week. It feels like that's not, it's just there. It's just there. Maybe you two are taking a breather, but it's not featuring, and it doesn't feel, for the Sagittarians I'm reading for, it doesn't feel like there's a lot going on. It just kind of is. And your focus is on managing your money and your new job prospects, because you just walked away from something where you're like, I can't anymore. I can't. I'd rather do my own thing and take my chances on new than to continue where I was at. And you've got a really good attitude about it towards the end of the week. Like, you're much more optimistic towards the end of the week. I think it's kind of shocking and like at first, but I guess when you do things abruptly, it always is, right? All right. What else for Sagittarius? Yep. Putting yourself back out there. Getting those resumes or applications out. Okay. What else for Sagittarius? I think part of you leaving was that you found out that it wasn't just you. Like, there was something that you either got exposed, or you realized that it's not just me and it's not going to change. Like, this is just the way that place did things. It didn't matter who you were, what you had, it wasn't going to change. And so you're like, well, it's time for me to go then, because I'm not going to stay where it's going to stay like this. I can't be a part of that. What else for Sagittarius? 7 of Cups. The Emperor. That's Aries, and 7 of Cups. Good. Good. Intuition activated. This is you doing what you know is right, and doing what you had to do, and listening to your intuition. It might bring a lot of chaos. It might be an upheaval of sorts. Things like this usually are. But you need to know that you did it for what you felt was right, and there are better things coming. It almost feels like it's a bigger shock than it is a bigger deal. Meaning you're not as impacted as you think you will be, but it's taking an emotional toll this week. Like, that's gonna be primarily your focus this week, is the abrupt departure from a situation and then the aftermath of that, but you know that you needed to leave and you do have better coming. That's for Sagittarius. Find a way to abundance. It says money. See? Better coming. Money coming in. You're going in a different direction, and it's not going to be to where this completely knocks you out and you won't let it. But it's just a really good idea. It's good that you left. It's good that you left. More stability is coming. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, onward. I hope this was helpful. I'm glad to see you moving forward. And just know that you might have a kind of an up and down, topsy-turvy week emotionally with the aftermath, or the just finally ridding yourself of that situation, the dynamic, and then there's a bit of a letdown, or like there's still that emotional, I guess, the after effects. And then you rally and you move forward. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by, and much love to you. I hope you have a good week. You remember to be nice to yourself, please. This is going to be probably a very emotional week for you just because of the ending. Okay, all right, you take care.